my God. Okay. Okay, folks, we've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about it. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. I know every last one of you were hoping back home that me, the great king of extreme, would keep this fucking topic out my fucking mouth. Oh man, the Will Smith meltdown debacle. We were all there to see it. We were all there to hear it. It was really something. It was because now we've all been able to just really examine it. We've all seen the Zapruder film. We've all seen it from all angles. We've all understood, and we've all got our own theories. Well, okay. We've got the things that we say publicly. And then we all have the thing that we all know what happened. Because I'm not saying anything that isn't already known to the public. Jada Smith had an affair on Will Smith with a man by the name, I think his name is August Ames, I think it is, or something like that. His first name is August, I do know that. And it was very public with it. And there was this whole thing where Will Smith has to have this public discussion about it, and you see him like break down, like wanting, like just seeing a man get ground down. And to be frank, Will Smith has for, I don't know, maybe like the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, basically since this has been public, has continually and continuously been ritualistically humiliated by his wife, Jada Smith, with another man and other men, and publicly he has to just take this. And that clearly, evidently, this is quite frustrating for him. Again, this is my own analysis. Take it for what it's worth. Throw in all those allegedlys that I got too, because, Will Smith's got a way better legal team than me. But let's be frank. Yes, his wife had been ritualistically humiliating him with another man publicly, like very publicly, because Will Smith is worldwide known. And he, to be frank, I'm thinking he just took it for his kids. He's trying to hold his family together to keep some sense of security for his kids, is what I think he did there. And then we get to the awards. The award show, the Oscars, which, boy, nobody thought that was going to be an interesting thing, did they? So we get to the award show. Chris Rock is up on stage. Now, Chris Rock's a smart-ass motherfucker, but he knows what he's doing. Well, hang on. We will get to that, Wahoo Sam. Am I the only one who thinks the slap looked super fake? We'll get to that. So then we've got the fact that Will Smith's wife, Jada, is now suffering from alopecia. And Chris Rock, he's cracking jokes at everybody. And then he goes to Jada Smith and says, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Or something along those lines. And Will Smith is like, he's laughing. He thinks it's pretty funny. Jada's not pleased. And then you see there's a moment where Jada and Will lock eyes. And this guy has been so fucking ground down that he had to respond in some way. He had to respond in a way that would be very visible, because, I mean, like, I'm sorry, we all know what that look was. The guy I cheated on you with wouldn't have let him say that. And suddenly, Will Smith goes from to motherfucker, because he has been ritualistically humiliated publicly to the whole world for so long. And it all apparently, obviously, clearly came to a head at that award show. Goodness gracious. Will then, after Chris Rock goes, oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. Will Smith takes the stage and he starts charging. I'm just making sure of something here. Yes. It was the Oscars. I just want to make sure I got the award show right, because let's be frank, none of us watch these shows. But yeah, so it was at the Oscars. He charges the stage. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this has got to be some sort of like gimmick or something. Like he's gonna like give him a headlock, give him one of these, or something. It's gonna be something silly. Chris Rock. Now, the thing that made me think this might have been bullshit for a second, but at the same time, Chris Rock's like, he's not stupid. He had his hands behind his back, put his chin out there, big old smile. And that's when I was thinking, oh, either Chris is in on the act here, or he's like, okay, Will, go ahead and smack me. I'll take a $200 million payday, because let's be frank, there's not a person within the sound of my voice that wouldn't have happily had Will Smith smack them in anger, because like, oh, well. Well, guess you just get like, because yeah, if it wasn't a non-celebrity, they would just get a sale on the trust fund of life after Will Smith flips out and smacks them. But then so Will Smith walks up, and now my thought is, okay, this is the one thing that I give some credence to what Wahoo Sam says here about the slap looking super fake. Chris Rock wasn't marked, didn't touch his face, which to his credit. If this was just legit, if there was no work, this is to his credit. If this was a work, my first thought was Will Smith was the actor in Ali. Surely he learned how to at least throw a punch. And that was just so nothing, which was kind of shocking to me. Because like, wow, like if I was Chris Rock, that would have been my first joke. It's like, really? And they picked you to play Ali. Like, that would have been the first thing out of my mouth. Yeah, Ali, everybody. But yeah, that was kind of my first thought there. Like, Wahoo Sam goes, if it was real, Chris Rock has to be the greatest showman ever to maintain composure. Really, yeah, that is a testament to his showmanship, where afterwards he only really flubbed one line. And it was once they, he'd done that was the greatest day in television, or the greatest night or whatever. It was something along those lines. But we're not done. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So the swing happens. He slaps him. Will Smith's walking away, and Chris Rock goes, oh my God. Like, he's in about as much shock as the rest of us. He goes, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Huh. Okay, folks. And then Will Smith sits down, and then he does the famous, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And then Chris comes back. It was a G.I. Jane joke. And then in this moment, just all of the anger, all the hatred, all of the shit that had been pent up within Will was just finally coming up, because this August kid, he ain't got a scratch on him. He ain't been fucking hit. The person that you can tell, deep down in your fucking heart of hearts, that's who Will really was seeing when he took that swing. He was seeing that August kid. He didn't even see Chris Rock in that moment. And when he come back and goes, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And like, it was, as much as I hate to say, to me, it looked more like a fit. Like, if anybody's ever raised a toddler, it looked like a toddler having a fit. Just like if you ever seen the movie Falling Down, we were watching a man in Hollywood falling down. That's the best way I can put it at that moment. And then I think after that, Denzel Washington came up and was the one holding Jada's hand for the rest of the night and was comforting her. And Will Smith's or somebody within Will Smith's circle was who was comforting him. So clearly there's more tension here than we were led to believe. This was, oh fuck, this was bad. This was bad. And it all came to a head. But yes, we all know what really happens here. This was a man whose frustrations got the better of him. He got a minor joke sent his wife's way. His wife, through the look, pretty much communicated she didn't like that. Will had to seem like he was defending his wife in some way, because he's been letting so much go and people know it publicly. Wahoo Sam, I read reports that security apparently asked Will Smith to leave, but he just refused. Is that how security works in Hollywood? Well, here's the thing, though. Unfortunately, it kind of does, because if you're a security guard, are you going to drag Will Smith out? Honest question. If I was a security guard that night, I'm like, doesn't matter if I'm 1,000,000% in the right. Will Smith's got a better legal team. I'm going to be spending the rest of my life in fucking court one way or another. So yeah, that unfortunately, like, there is very much like a rules for thee, not for me set of two different strata, especially when it comes to the Hollywood types. But so, like I said, that was very strange to me that Denzel Washington was the one that was comforting Jada. So there's a lot more unseen stuff that we don't know about, unfortunately. And so it's all just, it's a lot of speculation, but we're starting to get little bits and pieces of it. Chris Rock, like I said, to his credit, he just kept his chin up there and just fucking ate it, because he knew, because again, there's probably a part of him that's thinking, oh, please fucking hit me. Please fucking hit me. I will fucking be able to tell this story for 1,000,000 fucking years. And if I ever have a stand-up special, I will make $1 billion fucking dollars telling the story of how Will Smith walked up and fucking smacked the shit out of me on fucking live television. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. Please hit me, Will Smith. Like, yeah, that is... So there's probably a little bit of that too, that Chris Rock was like, oh, hit me, Will. I don't care if it's the tiniest little tap. I don't care. Just, oh my God. Because yeah, Chris Rock is made now. Like, this is basically, he doesn't have to fucking worry about another thing for the rest of his life. He could fuck up everything going forward for a good long time, and he will still have a job. Folks, final thoughts on the Will Smith, Jada Smith, Chris Rock issue. First of all, I think it goes without saying, use your words. I mean, come on. But this was a man who has been pushed so far in the public and the privates that, the slightest little anything. Like, unfortunately, if some guy were to, like, bump into Will Smith on the streets and he wasn't a celebrity and he was going through something in some measure, he would probably flip out and go, fuck you, and he would like shove you. Like, this is a person that is falling down. And so unfortunately he needs to get away from the toxicity in his life, and I think we all know what that is, unfortunately. So folks, this is one thing I do want to say. Till death do us part ain't nothing but some bullshit that some motherfucker wrote on a piece of paper a long motherfucking time ago. Don't mean nothing. If somebody is bad for your mental health, get the fuck away, okay? Do what's best for you. All you can do is what's best for you. And don't let that kind of thing happen, because guess what? Will Smith was great man, great actor, but like my grandfather said, you can build a reputation over a lifetime, and you can throw it all away in a second. And he did that night. And that's all I have to say about that.
Here and see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.